What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about SwiftCoin today. Hit that like button, you guys. Subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and let's get into it. It is the 7th of April right now. We have about 20 hours and 30 minutes left in the day, sitting here at about 00828. What does that put? What is XCN at? Where are we at in this great race of ours? XCN has the lead by a little bit, but man, this race is not going the direction that we want it to. At this rate, the race should be who can go to 002 second, not first, right? And in that sense, you want to lose that race, I suppose. Anyways, back to work here. Looking at this on a daily basis, we do have bullish divergence on our daily RSI. We have yet to confirm that divergence. Of course, this kind of look can trick people. It can make them think that they know something that we're about to rip, and maybe it does mean that. Sometimes we'll be right on that, but really you have to wait for confirmation. Confirmation comes in the form of a green day. You can't have this pivot on the RSI until you get a green day. So until we do see a green closing day, it is and I say closing because it specifically has to close. That's what will certify this, validate this, print this RSI to the upward posturing position. Not a red day, no matter how mild. It'll be a green day. That's what will validate the notion of this bullish divergence. But it's really not that significant. Even if we did get a green day today, it's not that significant. You could see that move up and then just inevitably still go lower. So don't hold your breath over that. Daily RSI, if anything, it just looks terrible. It does look like you want to continue to go lower, and that'd be my suspicion here. So if we're looking at this, here we are looking at this from a low to a high, relative low to high here. Golden ratio, continue to reject, consolidated back down to your 786. You're going lower. You're going to the 886. There's no doubt in my mind. I mean, anything can happen. I guess there's a little doubt in my mind, but besides the fact that anything can happen and life can surprise you, I would consider 0072 to be the area that you find support. Basically the same thing as Onyx Coin, man. Something in that kind of area there. Yeah, that would be my suspicion there. You probably do get rid of your bullish divergence as soon as you see a lower low. That will be the time to find support and continue to move higher, right? It's like anybody here, they're looking for bearish divergence, right? You've got this close here. No bearish divergence yet, but then this close, there's some bearish divergence here. You had it until you didn't. Once you got rid of the bearish divergence, right, on that very next day, and you saw the higher highs with the higher highs, that's when you sold off, right? So, and I mean, I guess you could argue here you did have bearish divergence, but you already topped off here, so that wasn't the actual high. All I'm trying to say, who cares, bullish divergence or not? I don't think that you need it, and it's very possible that you do, in fact, go lower than this low in the daily RSI down to 0072. Now, if you do happen to go lower than 0072, that's 0.0072. That's fine. That's fine. SwiftCoin can definitely take that. It can take a beating. As unfortunate as it is for any of the Swifties who got in at the top, this not-so-swift drop might be boring you, it might be depressing you, and if it were to go even lower than what we're expecting, that would be even more so to the point that I'm making here. But in time, we will recover. SwiftCoin's been through a lot in its life, and I think it's just getting started, right? This is the first time, really, in its whole life that we've seen this amount of life come from it, and this cycle's far from over. So absolutely, I believe that this will gain some value, gain some dominance through the rankings on this next move up. I think that we will see a move that takes you not just to new all-time highs, but something that's at a 11x or greater. I mean, if we were to look, let's see, maybe this fib, we'll look at the 3-day time frame. Use this fib here because we don't have the low yet of this one, so it's inappropriate to gauge where it would be. With an 84% drop, these numbers, they can change a lot just depending on where the low might be or might not be, but we don't have it yet, so it's not confirmed. 2272 rejection all the way down here, wherever it is that you find support, probably between 0077 to 0067. My bet's on 0072, somewhere in that area, right? Whenever you do move up, the next given target is 7.8, almost 7.9 cents, potentially as high as 11.3 or even 15 cents. I say as high. You could go higher. After all, we do have targets that are up at 20 cents as well. We just don't, again, we don't know where exactly that'll be because from this low here, your 1618 is at about 14 cents. Your 1886-200 area is a little bit higher at 22 to 27 cents. As you move this low lower, depending on where it could be, just it can go to a whole lot of different places. But if you do break above 15 cents, I would say I'm pretty confident that breaking above 15 cents would allow you to go to prices that are above 20 cents. If you can't, well, it's very possible that you could find some resistance at about 11.3 to 15 cents, and that in itself from the current price Is that the current price? Yeah, that's a 14x to an 18x, right, in itself. So let alone if you just went to the minimum target, which is at about just below 8 cents there, that's still a 9.6x. So even at a depressing 8 cents, just below 8 cents, you're still seeing some fantastic growth, and everybody and anybody who invested back here will have some profits to take, right, from this area. Not financial advice, not a financial advisor, but I don't think you stop here. I would think that you go at least somewhere around 15 cents, if not higher, and I do believe that you will see higher prices by the end of May, by the end of June. But until then, we've got more to drop. How much more? I don't know. But we guess. We guess, we take a guess, we run with that guess, and we guess some more. If we're looking at the current price here, come on. Something at 0.0072, 12%. That sounds about right. That sounds about right to me. Maybe. We'll see. If Bitcoin goes to about 72 cents, 72K to 71K, it's a 7% drop. SwiftCoin could very well drop about 12%, or maybe even as much as like 18%, something like that. So 0066, 0067, I should say, to 0072. That's the likely area that we'd go to. That's all I got for you guys. I hope you liked the video. If you do, hit the like button, subscribe. Thank you all for being here, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.